All right, we're coming down to the last game of the season, playing up at the University of Rhode Island this coming Saturday. Wanted to ask each one of you what your fondest memories of your time here this season. We'll start on the end and work our way across, and if you could also remind us or give us your name before you answer the question.
I'm Amari Allen. My best memory is it would be the time me and the offensive line went to a Chinese buffet. Like I'm gonna be honest, I think they was pretty mad because like we just ate, like we just went there and ate and had fun. It was a good time, a little team bonding moment. And I think who had the highest play? Who had the most plays? Yeah, he was either Jalen or Aaron Garnett. One of them two had the highest plays. That was my best memory here.
My name is Colin Jackson. My favorite memory from the season is probably from fall camp. First day we did a drill called Hoot and Holler. It's like controlled violence, bro. Fun drill.
My name is Sam Young. My favorite memory here has been it was a rainy practice, and after we jumped in a really big puddle, just the whole practice was fun. We love rainy days because you're running the ball. So yeah.
Of course. My name is Jalen Williams Thomas. My favorite moment in the season got to be the Norfolk State game. Energy was high, morale was high, and it's probably the most passion I feel like we played with as a team. And it was just a great day to be a part of. Great to be on the field. Great to just see what was going on and be a part of it. Yeah.
My name is Dakari Bryant, and I would say my favorite moment of the season. It was really before the season, summer OTAs. Last day we had a beach day. I think that was just fun competing, going out in the sand. I never did a sand workout a day in my life, so that was definitely different.
Working our way across again. Say the last game of the season will be up at the University of Rhode Island. They're nationally ranked in the top 10 in the FCS. I don't know if any of you have even been to New England or been to Rhode Island or been to a game there, but your thoughts on playing the first place team in the league in the last game of the season?
It's the same as playing any other team. Like, me personally, I don't let numbers and rankings and stats get to me. Like, at the end of the day, you put on pass, I put on pass. You wear cleats, I wear cleats. It's all about who's going to be the most disciplined team, gap sound team, and who's going to go out there and execute the best. We all got 11 guys on the field, and they got 11 guys on the field. So that's my mindset going into this game.
I'm just excited to play though. It should be a challenge, And I trust our coaches, our technique that we got, and I'm confident for this weekend.
To piggyback off of what Amari said, just the challenge to be disciplined, take on this team. We don't really care about what they got going on their side. I believe what we got going on. Again, R5, I believe in them every week. So there's nothing different for real.
Yeah. Just like the rest of my brothers are saying, it's just another opportunity for us to go out there and do what we do best. Go out there, do our best to dominate them, and try to win this game, for sure.
Yeah, kind of like Amari says, numbers don't mean nothing. I mean, we've showed that we can compete with top teams. When we played Monmouth, I'm pretty sure they were top 10. So just going out there and playing football.
Question for you.
This question for anybody, but you guys have played, I think this is going to be the 5th week in a row you guys are playing a top 5 team in the conference. And overall in the season, you've played 4 teams that are ranked in the top 25 right now. What's it like been playing against, top kind of competition each and every week this season?
Yeah. I feel like I feel like it showed us. Like, I feel like we could learn from each top 10, top whatever team we play. We can see how their offense move and where we lack, and we can pick things off from that. Like we can actually build just off playing them. The schedule was pretty tough, but we still went out there and competed, regardless what the score was, regardless what it was. I feel like playing these teams are actually gonna help us build as a program, help us take that next step. You feel me? That's my opinion on it.
Season ends on Saturday. We'll fly back Saturday night, get back into town sometime later that evening. What are you guys' plans to do other than football? And remember, Coach Boykin is in the room. Look how we don't lie.
Man, sleep. Get to school, get the schoolwork over with, and just sleep, man.
So you're telling me you're going to go to the library Saturday night?
No.
Maybe Sunday, but not Saturday.
Not even Sunday. Not even Sunday. Yeah, that's my plan. Just to get some rest and just get ready for next season. I feel like we in a good step. We in a good direction.
What are you going to do to relax, Colin?
I'm just sleep, get ready to finish out the rest of the semester. It's like couple weeks left after the season's over. Yeah, go back home, go see my family.
Everybody says sleep, so I'm gonna just say study hard, finish out this semester, and then see some family, and just take time to reflect on what happened this year and where we can grow as a person, as a player, and just as a team.
Well, first and foremost for me, get my stomach ready for Thanksgiving. So, obviously get some rest, get some good family time, and finish off the semester strong, because obviously school is the most important thing. And like the rest of them said, get ready for next season, prepare, work, and let's just be better.
Yeah, I would say just really studying for getting ready for finals and everything. But yeah, making sure I just get ready for next season, be in the weight room, make sure you just stay fit and just gotta do what you gotta do to get ready.
Anything? All right. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Coach, you want to make an opening statement coming into the last week of the season?
Yeah, just again, just appreciative of being blessed to be a part of this program and this university, and just ready to see our guys put it together. We talked about it on Sunday, and as a staff and as a team of we've played in so many different spurts. We've played a great 12 minutes here. We played a great quarter here. We've played a great half here. But we have not played 4 quarters yet. And why not this be the last game of the season? Put all 4 quarters together. And send these seniors out in the right way. That's the thing at the end of the day. We owe it to these seniors to give them something that will last. And again, I know we've done things throughout the season that they'll have definitely fond memories of, but from the football side of it, you want to give them one last good hurrah to remember their last year of playing college football.
When we were talking to the players, they were talking about such things as some of the team building exercises, the Chinese buffet, and you want to talk about some of the things off the field that the team did this year.
The community services that we've done, the elementary schools we've gone to, the bowling activities that we've had, the going to eat, as different groups, guest speakers that have come in and talked to us and shared some things with our guys on Manhood Wednesdays. So we've done, things that, kind of take you away from football and just get to know each other as people. And so it's been a fun experience. We always try to do things that allow us to grow as a team, and that's just not about football.
You talked about some inconsistency during the course of the season. Last week against William & Mary, the first 2 possessions, first defensive stand 75 yards for a touchdown, mixing the running and the passing game in. Defense intercepts a pass to stop William Barron to come right back again and score another touchdown. You see more consistency, or switching players in and out, or what are you looking forward to for this game up at Rhode Island?
Again, just doing all the things that you're supposed to do. One play here, we're supposed to go left and we go right, or a play here, you're supposed to stay outside and you go inside. Just having a game of where just everybody is on the same page, doing the same thing for 4 quarters, staying locked in, not getting too emotional, getting too high, getting too low. Even in that game, yeah, you're up 14-0. Okay, they come back and make it 14-14. That's not the end of the world. That is 14-14. And just to be able to say, okay, this is what's happened. Okay, we get the ball back. Let's go back down and score. Or, hey, we're on defense and, let's stop them, or whatever the case may be. So it's just putting everything together. I guess that's the best way I can say it. I don't know how else to kind of articulate it. It's just, just putting everything together, all the things that you work on in practice, all the film that you watch, the things that, the tips and reminder sheets, and just be able to say, okay, for 4 quarters, no matter what's going on, I'm gonna stay locked in and focused, and if there is a mistake made, that we don't go and make another one right on top of it. You say, okay, we made that one, but let's move on. And so, that's all of our jobs, is to make sure that we're just locked in for 4 quarters and play mistake-free football.
What is your favorite memory from the season?
Oh man, there's so many different things that's going on. I always enjoy the talent show at the end of the camp, where all our freshmen and newcomers that summer, we do a talent show, and that's been great. The bowling events have been fun, because you get to bowl with different guys, and guys that think that they're talented in other sports and they're not, and other guys that are pretty good at bowling and you didn't realize it. Being at the hotel with these guys, and some places you go and you've got Aaron Garnett, who can play the piano, and you have Kasara, who can play the piano, and so you got guys that are talented musicians that you probably wouldn't know it if you were not around. So there's just so many different things. In practice, there's times we may punt and see what a big O lineman or D lineman can catch a punt. Those things, you try to do different things just to see other guys' talents and what they can do, and then just spending those times talking with those guys, especially when you're on away trips and you're on the bus and you're in the hotels. You get a chance to kind of have some times where you can just sit down with a young man that maybe you don't always get to talk to all the time, and now it's an away game, and you're on the bus and you're riding here, or you're sitting in a hotel, and you just get a chance to learn about other people's lives and what's going on in their lives. So it's always, there's probably 150 different stories that take place within a season, and some of them are just a blip of things, and some of them are a full day of stuff that goes on. So there's a lot of good things that I get from these guys, and just to get to know them.
Talked about it with the players. Rhode Island, a top 10 team nationally, undefeated in the conference, 9-2 overall. What are we going to see from the University of Rhode Island?
And everything. Coach Fleming does a great job, with that program. You watch from afar and see the things that they do, and you try to implement some of those things that you see that they're doing to your program. But, special teams wise, they got a returner that's dynamic that you got to be able to control and get down on the ground. And, defensively, they're not a big unit, but they fly around and they get to the ball. And they got a DN number 8 that's he's dynamic. They got a free safety number 30 that, he comes down. I look at defensive guys, do they tackle you or do they hit you? He hits you. And so he's dynamic coming out of the secondary. Offensively, they got a big running back they're going to get a ball to. It's tough to tackle. Their quarterback is athletic. He gets the ball out to the receivers. They got a receiver that I want to say has 1,000 yards receiving. And so, they're big up front, so, you start looking at their program and how they're building their program. And those are some things that, we're working to get to be that type of program. And so, they're ranked for a reason. We'll have our hands full, but we've shown, like I said, in spurts here and there that, we can play with the best of them. We just got to find a way to put it all together.
Yes, the players, what they're going to be doing Saturday night when they get back home and the season's over. What are you going to do Monday morning?
Come to work.
I knew that was the answer.
Coach, ask the players, this will be the 5th straight week that your team is playing a top 5 team in the conference. And when you look at the season as a whole too, this is going to be the 4th ranked opponent you've played. Still ranked, high quality opponents all throughout the year. But then also, for your team, you've had quite a handful of freshmen that have, either due to injuries or due to their own talent, have had to step up on both sides of the ball. I think of, Grayson, Jakai, even Earl, and then like Andre Jackson on defense. How do you think playing high quality opponents week in and week out will kind of help their development? And even looking ahead, you've got a couple FBS programs coming up in the next few years. How do you think that these matchups can kind of help them grow as players?
It just shows them where they want to get to. As far as the weight room, as far as the study, as far as the play. We talked about when we recruited them that this is one of the top conferences that you're going to play in, and if you want to play in the best conference, you get to see it firsthand, week in and week out. And so, you go into the off season with them guys understanding that, man, there's another level that we have to get to if we want to be able to compete week in and week out. Hey, this is what it looks like. And so that's something that, you hope your guys see, and things that we talk about in the off season of, if you want to be in an elite program, a top tier program in this conference, here are some things that you have to do. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. This is what it smells like. And so you hope them, especially some of the freshmen, and again, it's a young football team. The majority of our guys that are playing, either were playing high school, football last year, or, guys were in backup roles a year before, or, were a transfer and didn't get to play a lot from where they came from. And so, for them to now be able to be a part of it and see it, they'll hopefully have a better understanding of, okay, I thought I worked hard last spring, I got to work harder. I thought I worked hard in spring ball, I got to work harder. I thought I worked hard in summer conditioning, I got to work harder. I thought I worked hard in fall camp, I got to work harder. And so, that's the thing that you get to see. And then, the opponents that you play, in these upcoming years, and you want to see if you can compete against the best, and you better prepare to get ready to play against the best.
Coach, I appreciate it.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
And good luck this weekend.
Thanks.